Happy holidays! Today I'll be answering some of the questions that you asked me on Facebook. For those of you at a desk job, I know it's hard keeping your energy up the whole day. You're not alone. I get this question all the time. My number one suggestion is eat a lot of small meals. Rather than lumping most of your calories at lunch or at dinner time or some at each and then a small breakfast, have 5 small meals or even 4 small meals throughout the day. This will make sure that it revs up your metabolism and it'll keep your energy nice and steady. I also suggest that you concentrate on healthy fats. They won't weigh you down as much as the saturated fats. So focus on those avocados, olive oil, canola oils, grab some nuts for a snack. The other thing is, don't forget your fruits and vegetables. Fruit is a great snack. In addition, if there's a side salad that you can order with your lunch, have it. Those greens really supply some needed vitamins that you need for your energy. And I know you don't want to hear this because you're addicted to caffeine and sugar probably. Well, you're not alone. Most of us are. But here's the thing about caffeine and sugar. Your body craves it because it needs quick energy and it'll bring you up, but just as quickly, it'll bring you down. So really try to limit your sugar and caffeine intake. You'll find that the more you cut it out, the more you'll have a nice, steady, even energy level throughout the day. So stick with your fruits, your greens, your healthy fats, and you'll be just fine. One of the debates in the nutritional world right now is green versus red foods, so I'm really glad you asked this question. For those of you that aren't familiar, red foods are things like raspberries, strawberries, tomatoes, things that pack in the antioxidants. In addition, some nutritionists include things like red meat, beef, lamb, and then some even include things like tuna into that red food group. The green foods are mainly vegetable based. There are some other fruits, for example, avocados, but you all know your greens, your leafy green vegetables, your asparagus, that's all part of the green group. And there's always this debate, and especially lately, about, do I eat more reds? Do I eat more greens? What type is better for my food? What will balance me out best and give me the most energy and the most balance in my body? So for those of you that are trying to figure out that balance, here's my answer to you. What I have found at our clinic with our patients is that people that didn't grow up with a lot of greens tend to really like the reds. That's just how it goes. They love eating the fruits. The reds tend to be a little bit sweeter. There's a lot of variety there that they can start off with. So when I talk to them about eating fresh foods, red is such a great place for them to start. It's something that they can feel comforted in without having to dig into the leafy green vegetables. Because a lot of my patients, especially those that didn't grow up with any greens, have a really hard time just eating a bowl of kale. So I always find that red is a really great starting point. I've also noticed this, as my patients evolve and they start eating more and more reds and incorporating that in, the antioxidants kick in, inflammation goes down, and their taste buds actually somehow change and they start incorporating more greens. So what I find ultimately is that even those patients end up incorporating a lot of greens in the end to their benefit. Because to answer your question, I believe we're all both. The antioxidants that the reds provide, but we also need the antioxidants, the phytonutrients, and all the vitamins and minerals that the greens provide. And the more we have a balance, the better. I do better with more greens. I've seen people do better with a little bit more reds. It's kind of a personalized thing. But if you need a starting point, start with those reds, then start adding the greens, then start taking some of the reds away, then start reincorporating some of the reds, and you'll see very quickly where your body fits in. I really feel that the more greens, the better for your body ultimately. There are a few exceptions to that, but I really believe that. So keep eating the reds and the greens. Why choose? I deal a lot with post-surgery patients. You can imagine, being in the medical field, it just comes hand in hand. So I've got a lot of tips for post-surgery, and here's some of them. First of all, relax. The best thing you can do for your body during this time is relax. That will allow your body to focus on what it needs to do, and that's heal and recover. The second thing is watch your calorie intake. Don't be anal, you don't have to count every calorie that you take. But just remember, you're not going to be moving as much, which is okay, but that also means you should limit how many calories you have. That way you don't have any drastic weight gain and you don't make it difficult on your body to digest all the food. Speaking of which, during this time of recovery, you will be making less digestive enzymes in your stomach, as well as making less bile to break down any foods. Therefore, think outside of eating real foods. Think about drinking some shakes. I like to put a couple scoops of protein powder, maybe a scoop of greens and a scoop of fiber, and maybe a little vitamin C in there because that's a great antioxidant and a healing agent. You can also rely on supplements during this time because that's quick energy in terms of it provides you nutrients you wouldn't just be able to eat right now, since you have to limit the quantity of foods you eat. Think of foods that are easy to digest. Rely on fruits, vegetables, because those will always give you the most nutrient-packed for the lowest amount of energy. They also have so many nutrients that you need to heal right now that are anti-inflammatory and aid your body to do so many things. So this is a time to be healthy, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and don't forget your supplementation. Let nature work for you right now. Good luck healing. Happy foods. I feel like I spend my whole life researching happy foods, so thanks for asking me this question. There's been a lot of research done on the subject, so I feel really confident that I can give you good direction on this today. First and foremost, I would say eat a combination of proteins with greens. It's amazing, but the combination of B12 that you get from your meats and folate, as well as that combination of greens and proteins, is a mood booster and a mind booster at the same time. So not only will you think better, you'll feel happier while you're thinking better. Secondly, have some dark chocolate. Not milk chocolate, dark chocolate. And I'm talking about like 70% plus dark chocolate, so it's gonna be low in sugar and delicious. But what's great about this is that it's got antioxidants, and when you eat it, you release endorphins. Anytime you release endorphins, you're just gonna be naturally happier. So it's true, chocolate really does make you happier. And also, coconut. The fats in it are amazing. Not only does the fat rev up your system, but it boosts your mind and your mood. So, little dark chocolate, little coconut, don't shy away from that. And here's another thing. In order to be happy, you need plenty of vitamin D. And I know what you're thinking. This time of year, it's winter, it's raining and cold. How am I supposed to get my vitamin D if there's very little sun? Well, I'm here to tell you, you can actually get it through foods. A lot of meats have it, and your eggs certainly have it. So do your research. There's plenty of foods out there with vitamin D, so you don't have to go without during these cold winter months. So, don't think that just because it's cold and rainy and dreary outside, you can't get your boost of happiness from just having some comfort food at home. Thanks again for all of your questions. From myself and the whole IllumiNutri team, have a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. For more information, visit us at IllumiNutri.com, where you'll find more recipes, tips, and other videos such as these to help you live a healthier, happier, and overall better life.